What is Aku? Everybody know the meaning of Aku. That Aku is what? Mazi means Mr., a honorable master. Now, if that should be what it is in every of the Igbo dialect, how come Akumazu Umocha, where I'm from, has that name? My community is Isube. What does it mean? Isi Ube. Is that a Benin language? When did we change our word, our name, our community name to what it is today? And what is the name initially before now?
For years, we have been divided not by accident, but by design. Powerful forces have worked tirelessly to keep us apart because they know that if we unite, their control will collapse. They fuel propaganda, spread misinformation, and manipulate narratives to keep us blind to the truth. But why do we fall for it? Why do we justify division with excuses about intermarriage, proximity, or history? This video exposes the secrets they don't want you to know, the real reason they want the Igbos divided, and why they fear your unity. So watch to the end and share your thoughts.
Hey, I'm still going to reminding you, if you are among those who are still arguing or running up and down, going helter-skelter, propagating a false propaganda against the unity movement you see us do today. But I still want to let you know, in case you don't know, that those who divided us did that because they know that if we are able to come together, that their tricks and their games against us as a people will never hold ground. And that is why they keep pumping money, pushing propaganda to further divide us as one people. Let me tell you, if I'm from a Kalan, if I'm from a Bake, if you're from Kwale, if you're from a Neocha, and yet you are among those who are claiming to come from Benin, I want to remind you, in case you are just forgotten, whose year or what time did you change from speaking that Benin or Edo language to what you are speaking today? This is a question I have always thrown to most of you, whom you have found so difficult to give me an answer to. Yes, I've heard so many of you put up an argument like this, that it's because your father got married, to, what is it called? Got married to, like I was saying, if you are among those who so believe that their father got married to an Igbo woman, that is why they are speaking Igbo. What a shame. I want you to examine that statement again. That your dad got married to your mom came into his house, and automatically your mom was able to change your father's language to her own language. Imagine. Some of you said it's because of intermarriage. Some of you also place your argument on proximity, that is because we live close to them. Some of you also go to the point of saying that it is because most of them came with what is it called? Came with those missionaries. Say they came with those missionaries. That they came as an interpreter. Let me tell you, can somebody who doesn't understand your language and you don't understand his own either, can that person interpret anything to you? To which language is he or she going to interpret to you? Because if, for example, I don't understand your language, you are a Yoruba man, and I am called up to translate English to Yoruba, how am I going to succeed in doing that? One is that I must understand your language, you must hear mine, for me to be able to interpret English to your language. So if your argument is that because you started speaking Igbo because of the interpreters who came with missionaries, how did they manage to change your language? What was your language? This is aside. I want to come again. Every community you found within the Delta North today have their unique name, traditional name. How did this community come about the name? For example, I am from Akumazi Mocha. I have never heard that there was a time Akumazi has a name before changing to Akumazi Mocha. And we look at the word Ako, Mazi, these are two words that was brought together. What is Aku? Everybody know the meaning of Aku. That Aku is what? Mazi means Mr., a honorable master. Now, if that should be what it is in every of the Igbo dialect, how come Akumazi Umocha, where I'm from, has that name? My community is Isube. What does it mean? Isi Ube. Is that a Benin language? When did we change our word, our name, our community name to what it is today? And what is the name initially before now? Can any one of you give me the answer? We keep running up and down, saying a lot of things. People, you are doing this, you are doing that. Let me tell you one thing you know for sure. The fight we are fighting, we are not doing it because we want to put down on anybody. We want to put anybody down. No. We are doing it because we have seen a lot of damage being done on us, and we are working to correct those damages that the enemy has actually brought upon us. Are you getting me? We are working to make sure that those damages are sorted out, amicably. And when I called you and I said that we are one, somebody said, hey, I'm not an Igbo man. Listen to me and listen attentively. Igbo belongs to, that word Igbo is a unifying name, a name that unifies everyone together. Nobody is more Igbo than any other person. Let me explain something for you in case you are having misunderstanding to this. I'm from a canal. In the Kalan, who is that man, who is that woman that will come up and claim to be an Eka person, that to claim to be more Eka than every other person? Mind you, before I became an Eka person, I'm already an Isube man. So before I became an Akumazi person, I'm already an Isube. So I'm an Isube person. When you come to Akumazi, we have Isube, we have Odoga, we have Obi, we have Odoga Ogwade, we have Idumi Dobo, we have Idumi Igwe. All these communities are put together, unified with one word, Akomazi Omoacha. Now, every community you see under that Akomazi Omoacha has their own quarter or obe, their name. But when we come together, what has unified us together is that name, Akomazi Omoacha. So, when you meet me in Akomazi, you will not address me as an Akomazi person, rather you address me as an Isube person. But when you meet me out of Akomazi, you can address me as an Akomazi person. So the same thing, when you meet me out of a Kalan, you can address me as an Eka person. Then when you meet me in a Kalan, you can also address me as an Akomazi person, because the word Eka is a unifying factor that brought all the Bia-speaking communities within that local government together. Agbo, Abavu, Owoibo, Idumesa, Mbiri, Umulede, Utobu, Akumazi, Igbodo, Kuoma, Owe, Utoboje, Utobu, Kukwabo. All of us are put together as one body, and we are being addressed as Eka people. So nobody is more Eka. The same thing goes to when we say we are from Anioma. The word Anioma belongs to nobody, rather it belongs to every one of us. Every one of us that find ourselves within that Delta North that speaks Bia, we have equal right to that name, Anioma. Because the word Anioma is an umbrella, a unifying umbrella that brought both Ukwa, Ndokwa, Oshimiri, Ndeka, Ndi Aliocha together as one entity. Those who are together, who share the same value system, those who share the same cultural and traditional value system. So the same thing goes to that word, Igbo. But when you come to Anambra, we have Idem, meaning when you go to them, we have Oyi. When you go to Oyi, we have Oka. When you go to Oka, you see different communities that are within that Oka. You see different communities that are within that Oyi. You see different communities that are within that Ihiala, Idemini. Now, nobody is more Idemini than everybody. So nobody is being addressed as only Igbo when you come to Anambra. But that word Igbo is a unifying name that bring every of this family together. Both the one that speak Bia North that found themselves in Edo State, found themselves in Delta, found themselves in Benue, Kogi, found themselves in River State, Cross River, Bayelsa, and so on and so forth. Every state where you find indigenous Igbos, the name that unify us is that word, IGBO, which is Igbo. It belongs to nobody, rather it belongs to every one of us, because it is our common identity. So when you begin to go state by state, just like when you visit River State, those who are called Ikwere, you go to communities like Emoha, they have their name, they answer Emoha. They have a chair, they have what is it called, Obibo, they have what is it called, Elele. They have different community, Obiabo, and so on and so forth. But what has come to unify them in that River State, as those who speak Bia and know, is nothing but what? Ikwere. So none of them can stand up now and claim superiority with a name. No, because the name is an identity to identify them as one body, people that share same value system, people that share same values system, and that is why we keep clamoring for the unity of Ndi Igbo. But those who divided us, who pushed for the division of Ndi Igbo, did that because they know that that is the only way to get to us. So stop crying and stop fighting the unification of Ndi Igbo, because it is for your own good and it also for my own good. It is for our own good. Generally, we are not going to shy away from the fact that civil war also contributed to this denial that we're trying to solve the equation. We cannot shy away from the question that the word Igbo has been a name that has been chased by every nook and cranny enemies of Ndi Igbo. That word Igbo has faced a lot of subjugation. The word Igbo has faced a lot of issues that made some of our families to want to deny being Igbo. But how long are we going to say we are not Igbo? How long are we going to keep remaining the way we are today? How long are we going to keep remaining the way we are today? We can't continue this way, because this is not the way the Lord has made us. We have everything it takes to make our world look so beautiful, but we have allowed our enemy to put division among us, creating us, making us to be lesser than what we are. I am calling on every one of you. Can we come together and fight for this cause, so that at the end of it all, we all will stand to give glory to Chukwu Okike Abịama nke pụrụ ime ihe niile. In case you are just joining us, my humble name remain onye nwa mmadụ ka ị na-ebi. Abụ m onye Akụmazụ Ụmụọcha in Isube, in the Kano East Local Government Area of Delta State. Ihe aji mara m n'afọ echichi m ọchịkọrọ Igbo ọnụ 1 gburugburu n'ala Igbo niile. If you are just meeting me, I want you to be part of what we are doing. You know, enlightening our people, they need to come together. They need to work as one big family. It doesn't really matter what the enemies are saying, but at the end of it all, we are going to prevail.